you? Oh, it is. Hi, JB. It's so great to see you. Oh, I've been out here hiking today. I know every step. I've been doing this for over 40 years. I know every ester, every moraine, and every kettle in this area.
Hey, Ray, would you be willing to answer some questions for our viewers so they can get to know you?
Well, yeah, I love you. What do you want to know?
Why don't you start by telling us a little bit about yourself today?
Well, JB, I'm from Milwaukee. I've been a lawyer for many years, and I've been traveling the world and hiking. I've been exploring. For fact, I even have a mountain in Colorado named after me. On all these walks, I have become excited to preserve and to conserve these beautiful and ancient areas of Wisconsin.
What does that mean?
Well, over time, this is my passion, and I wanted to pass this passion on to other people, so I started connecting with people. Pretty soon, those people connected with people they know. We started forming groups, and in our groups, we came up with ways to get involved. As soon as more people got involved, they got inspired to save these very things that I'm interested in saving too. The beautiful artifacts of our state.
Wow, how did you decide on the name for the Ice Age Trail?
Well, another great question, JB. Initially, I wanted the name of this to be called Wisconsin Glacier National Forest Park. I mean, that's kind of a mouthful. Then over time, a lot of other name ideas came up, and because I'm in this group, we finally came to a decision and we called it what it is today, the Ice Age National Scenic Trail. Let me just put my walking stick right up against this tree for a minute. I'm going to stand here and talk.
So it says it's called National, even though it's in Wisconsin. How does that work? That seems pretty significant and special.
Well, indeed it is. We're standing on special land. And this process, these steps that we went through, I guess you could say they were sort of like a mini assessments. People from the government would come and check in. They would talk to us. We'd have to prove and show evidence of our work. I guess basically we passed. And today we're so lucky to have this.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Because being a park ranger, I know how important it is to have these national scenic parks for our country. Because back in 1872, Congress, which is part of our government and they make big decisions for us, they decided that it was important to preserve this national scenic monuments. A monument can be a building, it could be a landmark, it could be a statue or a landscape. And when they decided to do this, they decided to preserve the past so that we could learn about our state and our story by studying our surroundings.
Oh yeah, because can you believe it? I think there's a park called Yellowstone. That's what it's making me think of. What was the deal with Yellowstone?
Yes, Yellowstone was the first national scenic park that Congress decided to make official in 1872.
And I know many people have heard of Yellowstone, and now more people are hearing about the Ice Age National Scenic Trail. Because you know, up until about 20,000 years ago, a crust of ice covered much of Wisconsin. These glaciers left lots of evidence in the form of thousands of freshwater lakes, rivers, streams, and other natural landforms and features. The evidence has always been there. It was up to us to figure out how to provide people, families, opportunities to come out, not only learn about this, but to enjoy the surroundings and then to become inspired to want to learn.
You know, Ray, I'm wondering, how did the Ice Age Trail, how did they get all of this land? It seems like a lot of land, well, 1,200 miles of land, and that seems like it could cost a lot of money.
Indeed. And in this process, we had, as I was saying, all these groups of people who kept coming together and volunteering their time. We started asking farmers, landowners, businesses, even people who lived in a house, like right next to the area we're talking about. could we share this land with you? All of these 1,200 miles are shared lands. We have had access to private land and other lands because of the goodness of people. So we didn't have to pay money, in answer to your question.
Yeah, so it sounds like what you're saying is it kind of takes a whole group of people to come together to create this. We need to have the community being a part of this. We need the landowners. And we need people like we have today who are helping to preserve this Ice Age trail and are helping to make it what it is for us to be able to hike.
You know, so great to talk about these memories. So inspiring to be in nature. Thank you for your time, JB.
Thanks for stopping by today, Ray. So today, explorers, just like you might have done in the past, Mrs. Chisholm and I have created a live wax museum for you. Sadly, Ray passed away on December 13th of 1960 at the age of 73. We were able to do this skit by researching more about what our text tells us about Ray Zillmer. We were inspired to do this by reading secondary sources. My character, JB, works for the park system. They have to have a science background, they need to know where things are, about the animals, and they need to love nature and work with people. There are so many jobs working for the park system, and it might be working in the park like me. It might be working in a fishery or working in an office building. These might be jobs that you might want a career in someday. Next, you're going to be watching us explore the actual place where Ray was initially inspired to preserve the Ice Age Trail.